Arapahoe Basin has the best double black diamonds in Colorado, with what most resorts would call over 50% expert terrain. A-Basin is built for the daring, from its legendary east wall to the vast Montezuma Bowl. In this video, I'll take you through everything that makes A-Basin a must-visit for thrill-seeking skiers and show you why this resort might just be the best place to push your limits. Plus, I'll share the hidden gem of a town I discovered when I got snowed in, where you can save a few bucks after an epic day on the slopes. Finally, I'll give A-Basin my personal rating from 1 to 10. Let's get started. To get to A-Basin, you fly into Denver International Airport. From there, you go down I-70. It's about an hour and a half, 2-hour drive. On the way to A-Basin, you pass Georgetown, which I plotted here. I also plotted Breckenridge, which is about 30 minutes away from A-Basin. As you come into A-Basin, here's the village and all the parking. This is an overall view of the mountain. Here's a nice shot of the front side where the heartbeat of the ski resort is. Here's the famous east wall with the steeps you can hike to. As you come over, here's Pallavicini, steep gullies, and the Beavers. Come around back, and here's the Montezuma Bowl. The stats for A-Basin are impressive for advanced skiers, and well, a bit intimidating for beginners. With just 7% beginner runs, 20% intermediate, 49% advanced, and 24% expert, this place is a playground for the thrill seekers. The mountain has a power-packed 1,428 skiable acres, and with a peak elevation of 13,050 feet, your lungs will remind you just how high up you are. The vertical drop is a whopping 2,530 feet, and with an annual snowfall of 350 inches, there's plenty of powder to keep you happy. Here's another impressive stat. They stay open for about 8 months a year, compared to the usual 5 months for most U.S. resorts. I like to split the mountain up into 5 areas: front side, east wall, Pallavicini, the Beavers, and Montezuma Bowl. Let's begin with the front side. The area is serviced by 2 high-speed chairs and is the epicenter of activity for all levels of skiers. At the top, you can take in the views from Humbug and get bowl-style turns with some of the best scenery on the mountain. Lower down, you'll find beginner runs, with Sundance being the most popular. If you're a new skier looking to work your way up to advanced, this is a place to do it. Just don't look too far up the east wall or your confidence might take a hit. And of course, all the mountain restaurants and lodges are in this area. If you brought your beacon, buddy, and bravado, the east wall is where you'll put all 3 to the test. Honestly, I was a bit shocked to find out this area is even open to skiers. There's a marked traverse for the less extreme, but if you want to earn your turns, be prepared for a hike of at least 20 minutes to access the North Pole. The other chutes will require more work. I hope to return with a friend and a better cardio base to get some footage, but for now, I'll leave a link in the description for more info on the east wall. Speaking of extreme skiing and footage, here's where half of mine was lost at A-Basin. If you're wondering why you haven't seen any 360 footage in the last few reviews. Pallavicini is just one more place you can test your limits. It's home to the most accessible double black runs at the resort. Want trees and steeps without a single traverse? Polly's is your spot. If you need an even bigger challenge and are desperate for powder, the chair is also how you access the gullies. These runs are as challenging as they come, and they'll even throw in a free hike out, whether you like it or not. After Polly's is the Beavers. It starts with a wide open bowl that funnels into what A-Basin optimistically calls advanced runs. Let's just say I quickly realized that their definition of advanced differs from most other places, especially after exploring Faculty Club. If you're an intermediate skier, consider this part of the mountain as a not-so-gentle reminder that A-Basin doesn't do things the easy way. That said, if you don't mind slow-moving chairs and are a solid skier, the Beavers will bring the challenge, and it may quickly become your favorite. Finally, my favorite part of the mountain, Montezuma Bowl. Standing at the top of A-Basin, peering down at Montezuma, I had a moment of hesitation. With a name like Montezuma and a ridge that seemed to drop off into the unknown, I worked my way over the edge, only to realize that most of the double black diamonds here are easier than the Beavers. If you love bowl skiing, Montezuma might just be one of the best in the world. Inbounds, cliffs, and chutes, all serviced by a quad lift. If you're the type to earn your turns, there are even more runs you can hit with a small hike back along Zuma Trail. The A-Basin at A-Basin is surprisingly solid for a resort with no lodging. The large cafeteria at Black Mountain Lodge is perfect for big groups, while Il Refugio is noteworthy as the highest elevation restaurant in North America. For a quick bite and a strong drink, the Saloon is my go-to, with its wraparound deck and convenient location. At the base, Legends Cafe has all the character you'd expect from a ski resort. Mugs lining the ceiling, comfort food on the menu, and enough calories to power you through the afternoon. And don't miss heading upstairs to Marnie's for a hidden corner bar and a view from the deck. The most unique offering at A-Basin has to be the beach. It's a section of the parking lot where you can set up a ski-in, ski-out tailgate party. It's one of those things that makes A-Basin special and gives it that vibe that's anything but swanky. Now, let's talk about the part of the review I'm most excited to share. I-70 is notorious for traffic, and after getting caught in a snowstorm, I was stuck for 2 days in a town that I don't think enough people are talking about, Georgetown. If you want to sidestep the high-priced bougie scene of Breckenridge, this is the place. It's a town where John Denver filmed The Christmas Gift, and it has everything you need. The best dive bar I found near Denver, a historic downtown, and most importantly, friendly people. I stayed at the Georgetown Mountain Inn, which has wood paneling, showers at work, hot tubs, and comfortable beds. Pretty much everything you need when you're stranded. And if you're feeling brave, head to Mother Saloon down the road, where you'll find a worn bar, cheap whiskey, and the kind of charm that only a dollar bill covered ceiling can provide. Skiing at A-Basin is okay for an intermediate skier who will test the limits of an advanced skier and have an expert thinking they've found heaven. There's even a few solid runs for beginners. If you're looking for a resort that makes it easy to test your limits, it doesn't get any better. The skiing is a 9 out of 10. Considering it isn't ideal for intermediate or beginner skiers, but if you're advanced or expert, it's hard to beat. The après-ski scene is solid for a resort with no lodging. I don't know any salty skier that would complain about lunch at Steilhung or trading ski stories at Legends. The beer, food, and atmosphere are better than most high-end resorts, without any of the pretentiousness. There are numerous lodging options 30 minutes away in Breckenridge and the hidden gem of Georgetown. The après-ski gets a 7 out of 10. It's not a nightclub scene, but it has all the good vibes you need after a day on the slopes. Looking at the east wall is daunting and breathtaking, and skating down the ridge of Montezuma will make you feel like you're on top of the world. If you like panoramic mountain views, you won't be disappointed. I rate the beauty a 9 out of 10. Overall, the resort is an 8.3 out of 10. If you're an advanced skier and manage to reserve a spot at the beach, you'll probably start thinking this place is a 10 in no time. If you're looking to take it easy and enjoy some groomers, there are better options out there, but you'll still be happy you visited. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. If you enjoyed it, please take a second to subscribe. Every little bit helps, and I'd appreciate your support as I aim for 500 subscribers. Take a look at my last review of Copper Mountain if you haven't yet. I'm already working on my next review, so stay tuned for that. Thanks again, and see you on the slopes.